Today marks 2 years since the Russian military operation to defeat terrorism in Syria started. Here are some of its key achievements. Well, here on the map you can see just how much territory ISIL has lost in Syria since September 2015. The Russian Defense Ministry says now 87% of Syria is free of Islamic State. Our correspondents have witnessed some of the key milestones in the Russian campaign.
This is the airbase in Latakia from which Russian jets are launching their sorties against Islamic State targets here in Syria. Whether it's 3 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon or dinner time, the pilots are ready to go at a moment's notice.
It's quite incredible to be standing here in the pearl of the desert, the ancient city of Palmyra that for months people around the world feared would be reduced to dust.
In this amphitheater laid down by the Romans almost 2,000 years ago, that ISIS staged one of its sickest massacres. The Russian military considers it the crowning jewel of their operation here in Syria. Welcome to the government side of Aleppo. This is what you see on your way in. We're just a few hundred meters away from the front lines. We're in the Al-Assad summer, and the rebels are pushing into Aleppo again. The rescuers are now digging through the rubble. They're looking for the body of a 13-year-old girl.
أنا بدي ترجع أجري. بدي ترجع أجري مثل ما كانت.
We're at a Syrian artillery position overlooking the industrial quarter of Deir ez-Zor. The battle is said to be fierce. ISIS fired back. As we filmed, shells began falling all around. We ran, but the Syrian batteries kept firing. Life in Deir ez-Zor is still far from normal, but at least they won't be starving to death anymore.
We discussed this with Syrian commentator Danny Mackey. He thinks Russia is playing a vital role in defeating ISIL.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth of sincerity throughout the 4 corners of the earth. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And in this video, have you seen the campaign of Russia? Okay, literally within 2 years, taking back all the territory that ISIS, aka American-backed terrorists, have taken. All right, and this is all scriptural, because this is just the precursor, okay, for the Third World War, when Russia and America will have to meet in the Middle East, all right, to fight the war of Armageddon, which means mountain of troops. So this is from the Military Times. I'm just going to blow this up a little bit. And I do, bear with me, my computer, some reason, is running slow. I don't know if it's being hacked or it's just, internet connection. Either way, it's just of Satan, but just bear with me. All right, the title reads as follows. It says, Russia threatens U.S. forces, all right, calls America an obstacle to defeating ISIS in Syria. All right, so there you have it, man. You have it now. Russia threatening the U.S. forces. Why? Because I'm going to show you other articles that Russia, all right, is now come out saying America is funding, okay, is aiding and abetting, all right, ISIS and Al-Nusra Front and all these rebel factions to try to overthrow Assad and Russia. All right, so let me scroll down in this article. Then we get some scriptures. It says, quote, the Russian Ministry of Defense released a statement Wednesday calling the U.S. an obstacle to defeating ISIS in Syria and threatened military action in and around a small U.S. military garrison known as Tanf. Russia further claimed that U.S. forces are aiding and supporting ISIS against Russian and Syrian interests in the country. So, there you have it, man. Like, this is from the Military Times. So they're reporting this, that, hey, Russia's accusing America of supporting, aiding ISIS against, okay, Russia and Syria. And that's the Military Times. So these are the times we're living in, okay, war. All right, and I want to get a scripture to come out because this is Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. All right, who's the them? That's America, Babylon. All right, because when you read the book of Isaiah 13, it goes specifically against Babylon. All right, I do apologize. Looks like my computer's just acting up again. Which shall not regard silver, as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Right, they're not going to care about America's gold or silver. All right, they're going to go to war against America and annihilate it. Okay, because like it says in Isaiah 13, 17, the beginning part, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. This is who the world English calls God, all right, the Most High, all right. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai said, I will stir up the Medes, meaning the God of Israel is going to put the spirit on the Medes, who are known as the modern-day Russians, to go against America. So now we're going to go into another scripture. It says Revelation 16 and 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Exactly. And you're going to see, because in this RT news article, Israel is begging the United States, okay, for more intervention in Syria, all right, because them fake-ass Jews, all right, them Israelis, all right, shouldn't even be called Israel, the state of Israel, okay, the fraud of that inception of that statehood, all right. These gutter rats are begging the U.S. for help, and here's why. It says, Israel calls for U.S. to be more active in Syria. RT News. The Israeli defense minister has urged Washington to engage more in Syria, where President Bashar is winning. The official has asked for increased U.S. involvement, saying Israel is struggling to deal with the Russians, Iranians, and also the Turks and Hezbollah. There you go. The kings of the East are being prepared. All right? Let's get another scripture to back that up. This is from the book of 2nd Esdras. And I do apologize. For some reason, man, my computer's just acting weird today. But, the truth has to come out. If you could be patient, then this is for it. If you can't be patient, hey, I don't give a damn. We here at Great Millstone, we don't give a damn. You can exit out and go watch local news or mainstream media where they talk about false flags and making them seem legit. All right. Anyway, back to the point. 2nd Esdras chapter 15 verse 29. For the Lord know all them that sinned against him. Right, man. And that, okay, this is this world, man. We're going to start with you Edomites, all right? You so-called white people, all right? You sinned against the Lord, all right? By oppressing the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? And by destroying the earth that was created for, okay, the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes who make up the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? And therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. Right, the Lord's going to deliver, okay, you so-called white people and the rest of you nations, okay, you heathens, unto death and destruction, all right? So get ready. Get ready to see, okay, a lot of your race, a lot of your nations be put to death. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, the whole earth. Doesn't matter where you're at. Doesn't matter if you're in Florida, if you're in New York, if you're in Chicago, all right, Illinois, all right, if you're in Wyoming, okay, or you're in Australia or South America, the plagues upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, right, because you're not going to escape. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Exactly, all right? The Lord ain't delivering nobody, man, all right, unless you're part of the elect. And that goes for you 2/3 too, because you're in that equation as well, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that don't want to read the Bible, that don't want to get with the Most High, okay, in his program. You're part, okay, of that, of not being delivered in these last days. And you're going to die with the so-called white man, because in reality, you have a Gentile state of mind, man. So you're not an Israelite, man. You're a heathen, okay? You have a heathen mentality, yeah. Physically, you take on the attributes of the nation of Israel, but your spirit is far away from the Lord, man. All right, your zeal, and the crazy thing about it, your zeal, all right, is, if you do want to get into the Bible, is that Christianity crap, man, because you have no knowledge, man. Anyway, back. Let's go back to verse 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse. Well, this was 26, and it goes and it ends at, the point is at 29. But so, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For God shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Right? He's not going to deliver you. All right? If you're not part of the elect, you're not getting delivered. Verse 28. Behold, in a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. Oh, there you go. The east. All right. That's starting off. All right. With Russia, the Arabs, the Persians, all of them, man. The Moab, all from the east, man. But this is more specifically towards the Persians and the Arabs. Okay. And here's why. Verse 29. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth. That all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Right, man? And that's what's about to happen, okay? What you're seeing right now in that news article is Israel, all right? You're seeing all these Arab nations, man, surrounding them fake Jews, man, okay? And you Americans, man, you're join hand with them fake ass Jews, so you're part of that equation of getting your fear and trembling too. All right, now let's get to another article right here. What Trump did, just proving. Well, you know what? Let me finish this up a little bit right here. Slakia, verse 30. Also the Carmenians, these are the Persians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them. Right, because you're going to see the Iran, okay, Turkey, hey, even Saudi Arabia. I got an article which I'm about to put out that Saudi Arabia now, okay, is getting and being in kudos with Russia, man. And Russia and Iran, they're tight. So you're seeing like all these kings in the east, they're forming an alliance with each other. And shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians, right, man? And that's mainly talking about America here, man, because Iran got nuclear missiles, all right? Turkey got nuclear missiles, all right? Hey, and who's aligned up with the Arabian Carmenians? Russia. So you know Russia got nuclear missiles. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. Then these shall be troubled, bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. Right, man? Because, man, when these Arabs, man, these Persians, all right, and Russia, man, when they start getting buck wild on you fake Jews and you bugged out Americans, you peon Americans, man, it's over for y'all, man. All right, the kings of the East are being stirred up as we speak. So now let's get to one reason why they're being stirred up. Look what Trump said. Salakia. This freaking internet, man, or it's the damn, made me Satan. Look at this. This is from Reuters. It says Trump expected to decertify Iran nuclear deal, official says. That's big right there, man. And if you do any research, man, the Iran said, hey, Trump, you decertify, okay, this nuclear deal, man, there's going to be some problems, all right? And so Trump is already moving full speed, man, to scrap, all right, the nuclear deal. It says President Donald Trump is expected to announce soon that he will decertify the landmark international deal to curb Iran's nuclear program, a senior administration official said on Thursday, in a step that potentially could cause the 2015 accord to unravel. The official, speaking on condition of anonymity, said Trump is also expected to roll out a broader U.S. strategy on Iran that will be more confrontational. The Trump administration has frequently criticized Iran's conduct in the Middle East. So there you have it, man. Right? So that's why the Arabs, all right, the Russians, the Persians, they're being stirred up, man, because Trump is going to go do his job as being a good devil, all right, and try to go to war with all these nations. And that's when America, you're going to fail, man. You are going to fail. And here's why, man. This article right here is like the clap. This is from the Bloomberg report. And Salakia, this is like straight shots at America's, like you Americans are weak and you're losing your power. This title just says it all. Putin is filling the Middle East power vacuum. All right. Saudi king first visit brings another Middle Eastern to Moscow. Look at that, man. Look at that. All right. Where did that happen at? All right. When in time in history, okay. All right. Especially like you like to call, you devils, you so-called white people like say modern history. Have you seen Putin and Saudi Arabia, okay, meeting with each other, talking about oil, okay, trade deals and trade in general. All right. Let's read this because this right here is powerful. It says the Israelis and Turks, the Egyptians and Jordanians, they're all beating a path to the Kremlin in the hope that Vladimir Putin, the new master of the Middle East, I'm going to read that one more time. The new master of the Middle East can secure their interests and fix their problems. That's a powerful statement right there. And this is, okay, American news media saying that because they know, America, you're weak, man. All right, people, the American news media knows, like, oh, yeah, we can't keep this bullshit lie going that America's dominating the Middle East. You're not, man. America, you are weak in the Middle East, all right? Putin, in less than, in 2 years, Salakia, all right, has drove your ISIS, okay, AK, al-Nusra Front, AK, okay, rebels, as you like to call them, all right, have drove them back, okay? All right, and Assad has still remained in power, and people are seeing this throughout the world, man, especially the Bloomberg news media. It says the latest in line is Saudi King Salman, who on Wednesday is due to become the first monarch of the oil-rich kingdom to visit Moscow. At the top of his agenda will be reigning in Iran, a close Russian ally seen as deadly foe by most Gulf Arab states. You see that? Reigning in, meaning join together, okay? Hey, second Esdras 15 and 29, man. All right? This is prophecy happening in your face. In your face. And you Americans can't do nothing about it. As well as you fake gutter rat Jews. All right? Because you're not the real Jews, man. You're fake and you're phony. And you're a fraud. All right? You're Amalek. Okay? All right? You're the brother, okay, to the descendants of Esau. All right? You're all Edomites. All right? Until very recently, Washington stood alone as the go-to destination for such leaders. Right now, American power in the region is perceptibly in retreat. Woo! In retreat. You Americans are weak. All right? Russia has dominated the Middle East, has become the master of the Middle East, all right? And that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. For what? For that third world war, man. All right? So you Americans better get ready, mate. Get ready. Testimony to success of Russia's military intervention in Syria, which shored up President Bashar Assad after years of U.S. insistence that he must go, right? The U.S. kept saying, Bashar al-Assad needs to go. And Russia was like, nah, don't worry. We're going to get in there. And they did. Quote, it changed reality. The balance of power on the ground, said Dennis Ross, who was America's chief Mideast peace negotiator and advised several presidents from George H.W. Bush to Barack Obama. Dang. This is your own top, okay, political officials telling you, hey, the balance has changed. You've lost power, America. Quote, Putin has succeeded in making Russia a factor in the Middle East. That's why you see a constant stream of Middle Eastern visitors going to Moscow. Let's get a scripture, man. Let's get a scripture. You Americans are fucking done, man. Wake up. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. If you're in America and abroad, you better wake up, man. All right? This shit is over. America's not going to save your ass, man. They're finished. Let's continue on. Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Ezekiel verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Michchesh and Tabul, and prophesied against it. All right, right, because we're telling you, you Russians, man, and all right, that you're about to go to war, man. All right, and you're gonna have to do your thizzle, man, do your job. All right, which is destroy America. All right. Verse 3, and say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Michchesh and Tubal. Right, because at the end of the day, man, the Lord is only using Russia, okay, to do this World War III, man. That's it. Because Russia, you're a heathen too, man. You're part of the Edomite cabal chain, all right? But guess what? Satan's house is divided, and a house divided cannot stand, all right? All right, nation shall rise against nation. So you got to do the job to go to war with America, right? And you know you're going to go to war with America, right? That's why you're threatening U.S. forces, all right? That's why you're now meeting with all the Arab nations and the Persia, the Iranians, because you already know you got to bring in that work on America and them fake Jews. Verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Right. And you really saw the manifestation of that when Russia sacked Crimea, all right, in 2014. That's when Ezekiel 38:4 started manifesting, all right? And it's been heavy ever since. And then Russia's going into the Middle East on the 2015, the very next year. So you already see Russia just putting in that work. Last scripture, verse 5. Persia, which are the Iranians, Ethiopians, right, because Saudi Arabia and Russia are talking about investments, okay, and trades in Africa, mainly Ethiopia, all right? You can look that up too, Google it, and Libya with them. All of them with shield and helmet, right, because they're all going to gather against, okay, you Americans and you fake Jews, man, all right? You have to be taken down to your power, man, and they all see it. Let's get back with this article. This article is beautiful. Right here it says Moscow was a major power in the Middle East during the Cold War, arming Arab states against Israel. Its influence collapsed along with communism when the U.S. invaded Iraq to topple Saddam Hussein. Russia was a bystander, unable to do more than protest. The tables began to turn in 2013 when the U.S. under Obama decided not to attack Assad. 2 years later, Putin sent troops and planes to defend him. Yeah. So there you have it, man. All right, 2 years later, which is 2015. So that they're just giving you a briefing on what exactly is going down. All right. Let's get now into Russia, because America, you're pissing off the Russians. And the Russians, all right, are coming out now and exposing y'all. U.S. staging fatal provocations, okay, against Russian forces in Syria. Lavrov, all right? And Lavrov is the Russian foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, all right? So he's even saying, okay, and watch what he has to say. He says, Washington is playing a dangerous game of encouraging terrorists in Syria to attack government forces and the Russian military, okay? Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has said Moscow won't leave aggressive U.S. steps unanswered, but wants to overcome the political deadlock, he added. All right, so yeah, man, the Russians are about to put in that work, man. You having the Russian foreign ministers saying, hey, America, you're encouraging these terrorists, you're funding these terrorists, all right? Let's scroll down. It says, quote, in some cases, these forces mount allegedly accidentally strike against the Syrian armed forces, after which Islamic State and Russia counterattacks. In other cases, they inspire other terrorists to attack strategic locations over which official Damascus has restored its legitimate authority, or to stage fatal provocation against our military personnel. Washington is guided by double standards in Syria, the Russian foreign minister said, slamming the U.S. for failing to acknowledge that there are no such thing as bad or good terrorists. All right, quote, if you apply double standards, divide terrorists into bad and very bad, force others to enter the coalition on political motives, forgetting about the unnecessary UN sanction to approve these actions, then it's hard to speak about the effectiveness of an anti-terror campaign, he said. Exactly. Because really, Russian foreign minister Sergei, he's being political about it, all right? Because he has to be, because he has to meet with all these other nations' politicians. But he knows the deal. He knows what's got to happen. But, you know, he has to say nice, smooth words, okay, to limit the scare. But it doesn't matter, man. Actions speak volumes, man. Last article, and then we're going to get into final scriptures. And Lord willing, this thing doesn't crash. The U.S. support for terrorists in Syria, main obstacle to defeating them, Russian military defense. Dang. This is a Russian military defense saying U.S. support for terrorists in Syria main obstacle. All right. The Russian defense ministry has said that the U.S. support for terrorist factions in Syria is the main obstacle to the anti-terror fight in the war-torn country. The main obstacle to the complete elimination of Daesh in Syria is not the military capabilities of terrorists, but rather the support of our American colleagues, Russian Defense Ministry spokesman Major General Igor Konoshnikov said Wednesday. Man, if that ain't speaking volumes, man, that we're living in these last days and that Russia's about to turn up on America, you know, and you're seeing the Arabs now and the Iranians going towards Moscow, okay, for trade, for advice, all right, or to become allies with each other. Man, if you can't see that, yo, the Lord really blinded you. But it's okay, because the Bible, okay, is not going to return void. The Lord has spoken it, and everything is going to come to fruition, and you're seeing it. It's prophecy. Jeremiah 51, chapter 28. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 28, Slakia. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. Right. As I just showed you in all these articles, man, all these kings of the East, all right, Saudi Arabia now, Iran, okay, Turkey, Hezbollah, they're all going to be with Russia, man, to take down America. Verse 29, and the land shall tremble in sorrow. Right, you Americans are going to tremble, and you're going to sorrow, man. You're going to be scared. You're going to cry, man. You're going to have fear of life. All right, you're not going to be able to sleep, right? All right, once you start hearing them bombs drop on American soil, it's a wrap, man. For every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon. Right, Babylon is America, okay? Because it means confusion. And if you look at America, America is nothing but confusion, man. To make the land of Babylon desolation without an inhabitant. And that's a key. That is a key indicator. This is talking about America, because the ancient Babylon is still inhabited today. That's modern day Iraq. There's still Arabs living there. Okay, Russia's over there. Okay, America's over there. All these nations are over there. So, okay, it is being inhabited. People are still, okay, this is talking about America, where nothing shall live. Nothing shall be, okay, no jobs, no babies being born. None of that shit is going to be here in America when the Russians and the rest of these other nations get done with it. Verse 30, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. They become as women, right, man? And you're seeing it, man. America's losing its power every day, all right? As well as you having transsexuals and homosexuals in your military. These are pansies, man. They're not able to go against the strength of the Russians and the Arabs, man. All right? You Americans are weak, all right? You're like as women. You're effeminized, okay? You're taking the bass out of your voice, all right? You uplifted the woman. You look at the woman for guidance and assurance. You look at the woman for answers, all right? You became as women, man. You're now, okay, following a woman's tail. And that's why America, you're done, man. You have no strength in your might anymore. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken, right, man? In America, you're going to be broken down. There is no stopping Russia from attacking you. Jeremiah 51, verse 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. There you go, man. The Russians are ready to attack. And if you've seen this article, all right, from Russian threatens U.S. forces, all right, Military Times, there you go, man. The spirit of the kings of the Medes, man, are being awakened. And it's time for them to do their job that the Lord has set in their heart to do, which is destroy America. For his device against Babylon. Right, what's that device? Intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBM. That's the reason why Russia's been testing intercontinental ballistic missiles all these past couple of months, man. Just Google it. All right, Google it. Do some research. All right. If you're so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, listen to this, man. Get your head out of the 4-point contact, okay? And do some research, all right? Get your head out of your ass, in other words, man. It's time to wake up, man. To destroy it, right, man? America's going to be destroyed. Because it is the vengeance of the Lord. It is the vengeance of the Lord. It is the vengeance of the Lord, all right? That means the Lord has vengeance against America, man. The Lord hates America. The Lord wants to destroy America, all right? Hey, we hear the prophets of Great Millstone, man. We are the news. We are the real news, man, all right? We are telling you the truth. America will be destroyed by the God of Israel, all right? Point blank, period. There is no getting out of it. The vengeance of his temple, right, man, all right? And who's that main temple? Who's that temple, man? All right, the Israelites, man, all right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because the Lord's, okay, bringing this vengeance, all right, to deliver us out of Babylon, man, and wherever we're scattered at. But those that want to join hands with the devil, that want to join hands with America, that want to fight for America, believe in America, you're going to die here in America. Because the Russians and the Arabs, they ain't playing games, man. They're going to rock this place, man. And they're going to wipe it off the face of this earth, man. And you're never going to see another America, no Star-Spangled Banner being played on a football field ever again, man. You ain't going to see no more sports. You're not going to see no more baseball, basketball, all right? It's over. It is over. It is done, all right? We're in the last days. And with that, Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who've been teaching this truth, okay, more than 30 years, okay, waking up the elect, all right, because those are the men of the Lord, all right. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth of sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and making their body a living sacrifice, all right, and enduring and seeing the times that we're living in, all right. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. And with that, you know our slogan. 1, 2, 3. Death to America. Shalom.